someone hit the room lights, please. And we'll turn this. Okay. Sandra, you're A, so what's your number?
I'm number 2.
Okay. All right. Who got the number 2? Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent.
5.
Okay. You got the number 5? All right, Dennis?
2. I have Ruthie and I have
Ruthie and Dennis back switched. Unless you just got them 2 and 5.
Now, I'm curious, was it easier this time using the lights?
No.
Okay. Okay. Did anyone get all 3? Okay, what about 2 out of the 3? Anyone get 2 out of the 3?
I got all 3, but mine were, they weren't in the right order. One of them was switched, but I got all 3 of them.
Okay, good. How did you do it?
I just,
Would you mind standing?
Oh, sure. I was just talking to Spirit and was like, I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just kind of like, and I could see it on their backs, but I kind of had that little doubt, so that kind of mixed up the numbers
Okay.
for me.
So you were like projecting 1 through 5 onto their back, and you were looking for the number that would correspond to whatever they,
Yes,
they
like
wrote.
kind of like Baccarat, or it would, my Spirit would just say stop,
Okay.
and so that's what happened.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
I did get 2 out of 3, but they were switched up. Again, it was a shape, or when I got to the right number, I saw.
The same idea.
Yeah, same idea.
Very good.
But I think this time I was pushing it too much because of last time.
Too much confidence, huh? Be careful about Vegas.
Yes.
That's good. No, it's very good. It's very good. Thank you. All 3 of you, thank you. Let's give them a hand here. Can we do it once more? Once more? Okay. Ada, may I have you? Ida, may I have you? Okay. Sharon, may I have you?
I think it's kind of the so zoned right now that it's I'm not quite here. I'm somewhere.
It's okay. I understand. All right, so.
I'm like, I feel like I'm ditzy, you know?
Sharon, you'll be A, and then we'll just go down the line. Okay? So let us know when you're ready. Okay. Got the numbers? Okay. Okay. Another 30 seconds. Okay, ladies, let's turn around then. The lights, please. Thank you. And you might also imagine that their spirit would be a person just like they are, just like them, and would actually give you the answer. Okay, 45 more seconds. Anyone need more time? Okay. Sandy, did you hit the mark, please? Okay, Sharon, did you miss your number? I'm sorry, what number is that? 5. Okay. Okay. Who got the 5? Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Made it?
I have 5 open.
Very good.
4.
4. Now, have you noticed in the 3 segments that we've done, each time there have been 2 of the same numbers? Mm-hmm. Each time? What do you think is happening there?
They're picking each other
I'm
up.
reading.
Yeah. They're sending out the information, they're picking it up, and they're already demonstrating it can be done. Okay? That's very good. Very good. Okay? Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. So, let's give you thank you. Okay, so who got 2 of those 3 numbers? Anyone? Okay. How about 1? Good. Good. Ruthie, when you got the 1, that was correct, did anything stand out as compared to the other 2 people?
Well, I got the same number both times,
Mm-hmm.
for all of them. The first try, the pre, I was sensing it with my hands, and I just felt, because I was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I just felt the energy increase in my hands when I got to number 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time with the lights, the patterns just kind of flashed strongly
Okay.
in number 4. But I found it interesting that on all three of them, I got the same pre as I did post.
Okay. Anyone else get one of the three? Okay, Kathleen, how did you do it?
I was doing the same thing Rudy was doing, but I do about vibrations. But, you know, it's kind of interesting, like you said, I was noticing I was getting 2, 2, 2. I was getting very heavy 3 on the first 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm sitting there saying, okay, what's going on? Because I'm picking up something else. There's an interception going on. So I was trying to clear myself so I could get a better reading. But on the second one, it said, you don't have it.
Can I ask how many got the 4? I was just curious. Did anybody get my 4? How many got the 4?
Okay. Now, I'm curious about that. How'd you do it, Larry? Same way?
Same way. I mean,
That
no, I looked at them as I went through the number.
Okay, so you saw that flashing again.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. As all of you were sending out strong signals, but you were sending out a very powerful one. Yeah, very
In fact,
powerful.
when I was, can I tell what I was doing? I was there, I was asking Spirit to have you all just either feel or see the number 4. See or feel 4.
Yeah.
See or feel 4.
Yeah, it was very powerful. So what are you learning from this?
To allow.
Allow, right? And when you do allow, what happens? What could happen?
It comes to you.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, I mean, you could really achieve what you want when you do that. Now, here's the point, though. You don't go from these ideas about what God wants for you to where most humans are and just make that leap on its own. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of practice. For me, I can't even begin to tell you how often and how much I did with 2 identical pens. One had a lesser amount of ink in their cartridge than the other, and I'd shuffle them up and do it thousands and thousands and thousands of times until I understood what God was trying to tell me about these 2 pens. Okay. It was amazing how easy it was after that. Okay. You don't get this way by just doing it tonight. You don't get that way by just doing this tonight. You need to do it thousands of times. You need to get interested in this. I mean, if you really want your life to go forward and really understand how God's trying to communicate, we've got the owner's manual. The problem is we have this and this standing in the way. Okay, that's the truth. We've got this, we've got the brain and heart standing in the way. But the owner manual is inside of us. It's inside of us. And it's wanting to connect us to all this information. So I don't care what you do. Play with these ideas. You know, have people shuffle cards. I don't care what you do. But do something that gives you practice so that you can open up your destiny and your purpose. Like what we did today proves that every one of you will probably do it differently than everyone else. Okay? Every one of you will probably do it differently. But it was brilliant when you started really looking at the flashing lights and I did that on purpose. I was curious to see if you would catch that. You did. It was brilliant on your part. Okay? But you may do it many different ways. When I'm doing this work, their spirit may just tell me yes or no. It may just flash different answers to me. It may just work just like the lights, where they'll vibrate certain ways. The person will, when I ask them certain questions orally, they'll vibrate in certain ways, and I'll get my answers without them even knowing. You just got to practice. I keep practicing. I'm practicing all the time. Okay? Because if I stop, well, I'm not satisfied at the level where I am. Okay? I just want to keep practicing. Sorry.
Comment. She was saying that you had a very strong spirit talk now. Does that come into play if somebody's spirit is strongly sending out the message?
Yeah, all the time, all the time. That's why when you're in a room and you go to a party and you're just looking around and you don't know anyone, who are you going to gravitate towards? The person with incredible high energy, most of the time. Okay, you don't even know why you're doing that. Okay. But you'll naturally do it. Kathleen?
I have a question. I was wondering if we could do another test, and you played your singing bowl there to elevate the energy out.
Shall we? Mary's the master with the bowl. Okay.
Can you repeat
So-
what she said? We didn't understand that.
Okay, we'll do one more test, one number, and one person, and we'll use the energy of the bowl this time, before and after, and see if that helps. Because anything can help you. Anything can help. Yeah.
Did anyone get my number when I was up there?
What, were you two, Sharon?
I was 5,
Five.
I was A.
So we got one person. Okay. You got it?
I got it.
Sharon, how did you get the, what did you sense? Would you mind standing? This is important. This is very important. What did you sense?
I muscle tested with my fingers.
Good, that's good. No, that's good. That's very good. And you were able to then get a strong answer?
Well, this last one was kind of weird. I did get a strong answer the first time through.
Mhm.
Second time through, the 5 came through straight away, but the other 2, they reversed. Like if I went through all the numbers and I got an open for a no,
Okay.
second time through I got an open for a yes, and that they were all reversed. I don't know what was going on with that.
Well,
I was like you, getting out of.
yeah, I think maybe the brain got in the way on that one. Noma, how did you get it? What did you do?
Oh, the same process, I just focus, you know, just kind of like a spinning thing, and whenever my spirit or ball stopped, or wherever it stopped, or spirit said stop, I would see it.
Good, very good. Sharon, when you were sending it out, what image were you using to send it out? I mean, were there any particular image?
I did 2 things. I had 2 images. I had a big 5 on the wall, just the number.
Very
And
smart.
I also gave the image of a hand with 5 fingers.
Very smart. Very smart.
So I had and then when I turned around, I had a hand on my back, and I had a big pulsing number on the wall. 2
Very good.
shots for 1 answer.
Would you mind if we were to use the bowl and use you one more time? But this time, what I'm going to ask you to do is maybe use the same concept, but this time really project it out with a lot more enthusiasm, a lot more confidence and certainty. Let's try. Let's just try. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Okay? Okay, push your card. We should be able to finish this one pretty quickly. Okay, so let's take about a minute on this one. Okay. Mary, would you please? We'll do it twice. We'll do it twice. Okay. Okay, another 10 seconds. Good. Sharon?
2.
Very good. Very good. What was the difference this time as compared to the previous in terms of the energy that you were sensing? Was there any difference?
There's a lot more energy coming out,
Yeah, a lot more.
a lot more energy.
Yeah, much more.
I just only had one number being projected, and I threw out all my other techniques and just visualized my hand and said, just give me the energy in which one of these fingers and name the fingers, and it was like so clear it was number 2. Boom.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Anyone else get the number 2? Sandy, how'd you do it?
Well, I did my applied kinesiology with my fingers, but I
Good.
felt a lot stronger this time.
A lot stronger this
than
time.
The other ones.
Right.
yeah.
Very good. Very good. What's the moral of the story here for us, all of us? Sharon, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's the moral of the story about what we just learned, especially on this last event? What? Yes, practice, 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 that's true, but does God really want us successful? Okay, God want us prosperous. Okay, does God want us successful in terms of our life, liberty, and happiness? For ourselves, our others, families, and everyone around us. Is that true? Okay. Well, it's time we really start believing that and really start projecting that, because there was a huge difference this last time about the clarity of what you were sending. It was very strong, very strong. Okay. The previous one, previous to that one, it was much weaker. You could still pick it up, but it was still weak. This one was very strong.
Very strong.
I got the 2 even before the bowl energy,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Did the bowl help at all? for
Yeah.
anyone?
think it did.
Yeah.
Did? Okay, so that did help.
It did help me.
Didn't help me? Okay. You want the flashing lights? I know you. Just the technology there. Yes.
So basically, it's not just about receiving the information, we also need to be aware of what we're projecting out.
Yeah. And the energy and
It
how.
works both ways.
Right, that's right. That's right. So when we start wanting something or start wanting to transmit something, we really want to start believing it's working, get excited about it, and let it happen. And there's one more part to this, because physicists may say, well, the work we're doing can't be right because we're violating the uncertainty principle, meaning that we can't know everything about a situation. And you know something? I would agree with them. I would agree with them. So here's my attitude on that. So we make sure that we're working with conservation of the universe energy. We're always working with truth. The truth is this. We make our Q statement, we write down what we want, and then I turn it over to God. I always allow God to give me at least that amount, and God wants to give me more. I'm more than happy to take it, because it's always going to be a whole lot better than anything I can believe, because I don't know everything about the situation. But I have a fundamental belief, and I have a fundamental starting point of what I expect, because I know what I was born to do. Just like I'm asking you to learn what you were born to do. Because then we're entitled to have those things. So I'm not violating anything, even in advanced physics. Okay. Am I making my point? Everything that God's ever given me has been bigger and better than anything I can ever imagine. Okay. So I do the best I can to ask and say, this is what I'm looking for. Well, I keep it open. I keep it open. You know, it's not up to me, it's up to God. So, is that helpful? Yeah. So when the physicists ask, and they say, well, you're doing it, it can't possibly be right, we are doing everything perfectly. Okay? All right, so, anyone have any other comments before we leave for this year? Anything at all? Oh, would you mind filling out those forms? And then we'll maybe say a quick prayer, and then we'll have a great